All right. Hello, everybody. Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com. And it's February 24th. I want to look at Rocket Lab. Now, this is a pretty good chart, right? Stock looks like it's, I don't know, it could go up, it could go down. Nice little squeeze here. So it's nice to be involved here. Well, the only problem is this was on February 13th. It's the 24th, 11 days later by my math. So this is what ultimately happened with this stock. Okay, it came down here, blew through the 50-day moving average on about average volume, kept on going here. This was last Thursday. Friday wasn't ugly, it was fugly. And then today, boom, even more. So after this stock, like let's say it broke through the 50, it traded down another 16, 17%. And that, if you're long this stock, that was a loss that you shouldn't take, that you shouldn't have taken. Like when the stock had been above the 50-day moving average, it's squeezing, and then it starts to pour out the end of a garden hose, which is what I look at stuff like this. This was an absolute sell signal when the stock fell below the 50. We had a stop here, sold it even higher once this thing happened. So, okay, whatever. But the point is, once you get a sell signal, you need to get out, because here's the thing. Why wouldn't you get out? You wouldn't get out because you're afraid that the stock's going to turn around and go up without you. Okay, well, here's how you get past that. You get out, and then you keep watching the stock. That's all there is to it. Why are you watching the stock? Well, because you're saying, okay, well, crap, I was wrong to buy this stock to begin with. That's why I'm taking a loss. Okay, now I want to know, as I sell the stock and take that loss, am I going to be proven wrong to have sold the stock? Okay, well, the only way you know for sure is to keep track of the stock. And then if the stock turns around and starts going up the other way, and it does happen, this is trading, you say like, okay, well, crap, I was wrong to buy the stock. Now I'm wrong to sell the stock. I'm not going to be wrong by refusing to buy it back. So I'm going to go ahead and buy it back. I mean, that's trading, and that's just called a shakeout. So you need to be able to make those kinds of decisions when you're trading. But I want to go back to this a little bit. Okay, so here's when the stock broke out. Very, very nice volume, and then it sold off. It didn't sell off. It just kind of paused here. Then it came up again, tried to come out up. Okay, and so then it's down here. But it's still in the trading range. So let's look at some other indicators, which I typically don't do, but I will this time, that would have indicated to us that this stock has kind of run its course. So this is a squeeze indicator that I use. It's derived from the TTD squeeze indicator, or TTM squeeze indicator. Trade the markets. You should probably have it on your software, on your trading app. I just had to have this built because I'm still using this old relic. So anyway, high momentum here, not so much here. A little sideways price action that looks like maybe we're going up again. Okay, so this is a lower high from here by far. This is a lower high. About this, almost the same. It's a lower high here. So we've definitely got declining momentum here. Okay, still in this trading range, declining momentum. Okay, by now, this is back to the midline. It's back to basically like the oh crap line right here. And this is still in the trading range, but you can see the degradation in this indicator. Now, by the way, so this is still above the 50-day moving average, but what's going on here? This is telling you something. And then, of course, this just continues to go down. But as the salesman says, wait, there's more. Let's look at this in the context of an RSI. Okay. Relative strength indicator, really, really high, 90, anything over 80. Some would say 70, but I'd tend to say 80 is overbought. That means it's a super strong stock. It doesn't mean that you sell it. It means that it's a super strong stock. So now this pulls back as you would expect. RSI pulls back. All right. So hell, this is December. I pulled it back too far. Okay, so now we're into January. So this stock is now up at higher levels, yet RSI is lower. So RSI is lower. This stock continues to go down. RSI is okay, but it's not making new highs here. It's actually staying in this crappy range, right in the middle, 60, 65 in no man's land. Okay, now a nice move up. Well, what's happening to RSI? RSI is even lower. So now it's diving for the bottom. This should tell you something if you're an RSIer. And now this is really diving. And so this is what's happening. Now, if we just look at momentum, you see the same thing, this momentum indicator on a 10. Okay, so stock gaps out here. Okay, boom, really strong momentum. Look at this sucker go. And then it's still holding up here. Okay, it's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Stock starts to pause here. Look what's happening to momentum. Now, this is not a great indicator in and of itself, because when a stock's in a volatility squeeze, momentum is definitely going to be low. We want it to be low. But when you're looking at a stock like this is just one of many indicators that you can use to say, okay, what's going on? I hear the car running, but what's going on underneath the hood? Okay, so now this momentum is really, really crappy. Like it's below this midline here, coming back up, coming back down into February, and now it's down here. Here's the point. If you're looking at this stock just in isolation, and with the volume, okay, you see this. You see it going, and then it's squeezing, it's trading sideways, and that's all well and good. It's great. But if you look at it in the context of other indicators, you would get this sense that, you know what, I need to be careful about this. Maybe I'll hang on to it, but I'm just going to hang on to a small position. And then that way, if it does fall lower, as the indicators are kind of pointing to, at least I'm not losing much money. And if it reverses and goes higher, at least I'm in the game. At least I got something in there, because these indicators aren't always. Sometimes the stock will run counter to these indicators, but this time it didn't. Anyway, so that's all I got for you. By the way, if you are a Stock Market Mentor member, we had a hell of a training session today. Scotty popped in and talked a lot about Bitcoin and some of the crypto stuff. So I think you definitely want to check that out. If you are not a member, guys, it's $7 for a 14-day trial. That's basically free, but we'll say $7. It's $7 for a 14-day trial. Try it for 14 days. And here's the thing, even if you don't like it, I absolutely promise you, I guarantee you that you'll learn something that you didn't know. And that, my friend, has got to be worth more than $7. Okay. Get over there. Start your subscription as a member, 14